Oh, I now find myself in a funeral cortege. Right, okay. I shall be respectful and take off my hat.
What did I say?
During the meanwhilest.
During the meanwhilest? No, I don't like that at all.
Well, hello, it's me, on my own, in our new car. That's right, the Audi TTS and the Volkswagen Up have both gone to be replaced by just one car, and we've gone electric. We've gone for a Volkswagen ID.3 in poverty spec. It's the Life one, which I think is the sort of base model. I'll explain all this in a minute. We've gone for the 58 kilowatt hour battery, but this is the Pro Performance 202 or 204 brake horsepower or PS, whatever it is, model. Right, getting rid of the TTS was a wrench. I have to be honest, I absolutely loved that car. I loved everything about it, apart a couple of small things. But we figured that our whole family is quite environmentally friendly, or we try to be eco-friendly, and we figured that having two petrol cars, one of which was, you know, a 300 odd horsepower monster, was a little on the hypocritical side for where we stand, you know, environmentally. And for a while now I've been thinking we should go electric, and we decided on, after looking at loads of different electric cars, I narrowed it down to a choice between the Honda, whatever the Honda model's called, I can't remember what it's called now, and this one. And in the end, the little bit of extra range beat the quirkiness, shall we say, of the Honda. We don't do an awful lot of mileage, probably about between 100 and 150 a week. Most of that is around town, so electric seemed to be the best way to go, to be honest. The TTS, in my last year and a half of ownership, yeah, I know a lot of that I spent shielding. I did less than 2,000 miles in the car in 18 months, and in total I did 16,000 miles in 4 years. So it was a luxury, I'll be honest. It was a bit of a luxury to have that car. Things I will miss, the luxury, to be honest. This car is as quick in real world terms as the TTS, put it that way. From 0 to 30 to 40, I think this is faster, and that's all you can really do. And then in gear acceleration, this has only got one gear, but you know what I mean. Driving on a motorway, say going from 50 to 70, this is probably a tad slower, but you know, not so much slower that you notice it, and it's certainly not dangerously slow, put it that way. Right, so first impressions of this car. Right, as I said, it is poverty spec, and the reason we chose that basically was cost. I mean, we didn't really need a lot of the stuff that the more upmarket models provide. They were sort of gadgets that really we don't need or use. This has got pretty well everything you would want, bar dual zone aircon. It hasn't got that. It's got everything you could need. It's got adaptive cruise control, it's got Apple CarPlay, it's got standard climate control, DAB radio, you can play your media through it. It's you know, standard, you know, fare for a modern, well-equipped car. Comfort-wise, I haven't really driven it a long distance yet. This is the longest journey I'll be undertaking in it, and it is around about 35 miles. But comfort-wise, seems to be absolutely fine. Seating position's lovely. You can get high, you can get low. Steering wheel adjusts as you'd expect it to. Yeah, so first impressions of the car. I haven't charged it up yet. It came fully charged in the garage. Today's Wednesday. We only had it on Monday. Yeah, we only had it on Monday. It came fully charged. But the range thingy seems fairly linear with the distance we've covered, put it that way. So for every mile you kind of drive, your range will go down a mile. I do notice it sometimes creeping back up. There is a regenerative braking mode, and I've engaged that, and especially around town you can gain a few extra miles, but you soon lose those if you get a little bit enthusiastic with your right foot, and the acceleration is quite addictive, to be honest. It is quite nice. Driving away in the car for the first time, of course we test drove it, but driving away was a really eerie experience. It is silent, but once you're up to kind of like driving speeds and tyre noise takes over, then it's exactly the same as a normal petrol car, or a normal quiet petrol car, put it that way. You don't hear obviously anything above the tyres. I haven't driven it on a motorway yet, so I don't know what wind noise is like. I probably will do a more in-depth kind of review at some stage, but as I said, we've only just had the car now, so this is very much a first impressions. What am I going to say? Options we went for the manganese grey colour, which is almost black. The reason we went for a dark colour is it's quite a big car, and the dark colour seems to shrink the size of it a little bit. The only other option we spec'd was 18-inch alloy wheels. I didn't really fancy having steel wheels on the car, so we went for the 18-inch alloys, and they're really nice. There's tons of room in the back. The car's a little bit bigger than a Golf on the outside, but inside it is, I mean, I can't touch. I'm fully stretched out now, and I'm still probably 8 to 10 inches away from being able to touch the door on the other side. At the moment I've got the back seats folded down, and boot space is fine. There's a little bit of a lip. We haven't got the adjustable or the false boot floor in this model, so there is like a very pronounced lip. I might try. I'm not going to pay Volkswagen's cost. I'll fashion one out of some marine ply and cover it in felt or carpet or something, and we'll have a false floor. One other thing, VW are now really tight. Every other VW Audi car I've had in the past, I've never had to spec car mats in it, but this car came without any mats included, so that's going to be an extra cost to put them in. I've just ordered some cheapy ones off Amazon. Charging wise, you get a normal Type 2 cable to plug into like one of the charger things. You do not get a 3-pin cable as standard, so that's another cost you'll have to factor in unless you can get one chucked in with the car. We couldn't, so we've had to fork out for a 3-pin cable. Do not pay Volkswagen's prices. You can get one for about 50 to 60 pounds less online if you shop around. I'm trying to think, anything else as a first impression? No, can't think of anything else right now, but I'm driving, so my mind is very much on the road in front. If you've got any queries or anything you'd like to know, perhaps leave me a question in the comment section below if you're thinking about getting one of these, and I'll try my best to answer what I can, but please bear in mind I've only had the car 3 days myself. But if there's anything you'd like to know, then I'll do my best to provide you with an answer. Alright, connectivity-wise, it's quite good. There's 4 USB-C ports in the car, 2 down here in the center console and 2 in the back, but there is no 12-volt socket in the car itself. There's one in the boot, so if you're wanting to run a dash cam or some other accessory from a 12-volt socket, bear in mind there isn't one in the car. Well, there isn't one in, you know, the main part of the car. As I said, there is one in the boot. So if you've got a cable perhaps that's long enough and you're nifty enough to be able to sort of hide that, then you can probably run something from the boot. But we've got a dash cam, but I'm going to have to hardwire it into the fuse box at some stage, as there is no way of running it from the car. I could probably run it from one of the USB-C ports, but then you're going to have a visible cable at some sort of stage, and I don't like having visible cables in the car. The sound system is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if they do an uprated one, like you do a sort of a Beats or a B&O, but if they do, there's no need to get it. This standard sound system in this car is more than adequate. It sounds brilliant, to be honest.
White line highway, tell all your friends that they can go my way, pay your toll, sell your soul, pound for pound, cost more than gold.
Right, that really is about it for now. Trying to think of anything else? No, because I haven't charged it yet. I haven't driven it far enough to see what the real world range is really like. But yeah, no worries. Any queries, as I say, let me know. And anyway, Dexter and I will be along on Saturday with the shooting portfolio-worthy images on your phone video. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching, as usual. I hope you found this little video in some way useful, though hardly entertaining. And as I said, Dexter will be back, and he and I will see you on Saturday as usual. Take care, stay safe everybody, and we'll see you then. All the best. Right, I've just completed a 30-mile round trip from home on mainly A roads, so a little bit of urban motoring to start with, and then onto some A roads. When I started, the car's range was 195 miles. It's now 187, so go figure. That's with the regenerative braking on, and just reverse into my drive. Regenerative braking on, and driving like really sensibly, and I mean really sensibly. So no fun with the throttle, and yeah, just enjoying a leisurely drive. So that might give you some idea as to what to expect. Okay.
Bass. Vision, dreams of passion, and all the while I think of you. A very strange reaction. The more I see, the more I do. Something like a phenomenon, baby. Telling your body to come along, but white lines blow away. Blow, rock it, blow. Ticket to ride, white line highway. Tell all your friends they can go.